If you scan the history of the railways in this country, you will see that it was the presidency towns Bombay, Madras, and Calcutta that determined the pattern of our railways as well as of our industrial and economic growth. The British, when they landed in this country, established trading centers called forts. In Chennai, it was Fort St. George. In Kolkata, it was Fort St. Williams, and in Mumbai, it was merely a fort, and there was one in Surat also. It is these trading establishments which determined the pattern of government, the pattern of administration, and every other pattern under the British regime. They constructed the railways, they established the industries, they located their arms with reference to these three presidency towns. This idea of the presidency towns determining the pattern of our social structure, industrial advancement, and the system of our railways still persists. That is the mental lag that is hampering the vision of the Planning Commission, the Railway Board, and the Railway Ministry. Sir, once I happened to travel from London to Rome by train. Another time I had to travel from Moscow to Leningrad by train. Nowhere did I find on the continent of Europe lines of varying breadth. It is all a uniform gauge. So is it in Russia. It may be 6 feet there. In America, in every industrially advanced country, you find that the gauge is uniform. This very country which ruled us, namely the United Kingdom, had inside its border a uniform gauge, but they inflicted three systems of gauge on India. They thought that would perpetuate what is called their domination, or in the negative sense, that it would impede the industrial and economic growth of India. Secondly, it would make India always the customer and purchaser of lines and locomotives and rolling stock from the United Kingdom. In the old days, I am told it is the government which built the broad gauge line, and it is the private companies that took to this meter gauge and the narrow gauge. Though they may not have had the distinction of private and public sector in view, then it now appears that what the so called public sector then did has been good, and what the private sector then did has been to our disadvantage. I would appeal to these agencies to introduce a uniform gauge throughout India. Start.